Thank you for staying with us here at Hot 7 TV. The Civil Service Association has responded to a statement made by Prime Minister Alan Shasney during an address to the nation on Thursday evening. The General Secretary of the CSA says certain statements, no matter how true one conceives them to be, should not be said aloud, particularly during a time like now when so many individuals are struggling.
The lives versus livelihood debate remains a hot topic of discussion across St. Lucia. Many have taken umbrage to a comment made by Prime Minister Alan Shasney during an address to the nation on Thursday.
Because there's no point in saving people if in fact their livelihoods are being affected.
The St. Lucia Civil Service Association says despite any situation being confronted, lives should always come first. The General Secretary of the CSA, Claude Paul, says many unions would have a differing view from that of the PM.
Generally, any trade union or representative organization like ourselves would say health before wealth. That would be our position, that we need to consider health and safety issues, ensure that the workers operate in an environment which is safe and conducive to their work, no matter what the circumstances.
Paul says, given the situation that the country is facing right now, and the fact that many people are risking their health to ensure the continued running of the society, he hopes that not everyone goes by the same maxim.
We are hopeful that nothing too serious happens to any of our workers who are in the front line, and that the authorities do what is required to ensure that they remain safe.
The Office of the Prime Minister has indicated that the comments made by the PM are simply being misconstrued. However, many continue to express outrage at what they say was an insensitive comment. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzaga.
It's an exciting time for the brand Darren Sammy as he launches his latest endeavor with a Bahrain-based company. Sammy is hoping to enjoy the sweet smell of success following the signing of a new licensing agreement with Asghar Ali, a Bahrain-based fragrance company.
Sporting icon, local celebrity, and recently appointed ambassador Darren Sammy is continuing to connect with his fans through his endeavors. The cricketer turned entrepreneur has partnered with a Bahrain-based fragrance company to bring something different to his fan base, St. Lucia, and the world by extension. Sammy, back in 2018, launched his brand 88 with the hopes of one day partnering with established brands.
I'm venturing into something new, after my playing days, which is almost over. I partnered with a well-known family business, which their specialty is perfume. They've been taking over the hearts of the people in Asia, and Asghar Ali has have their footprint in the perfumery industry. So to partner with them is a big thing, and I just want to continue that passion I've had, that connection I've had with my fans through a new venture, which is now perfume.
Sammy professes that he prides himself on how he looks and smells, and to be able to bring that confidence and passion in people is exciting.
Asia, especially Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, even in Dubai. And the company is based out of Bahrain, who, like I said, does very well in the Middle East. Since the announcement, a few people have called and said, wow, it's great because of my reach out there. So that was part of it, especially knowing that huge market out there. If I could, tap it and use my status and the way they love and respect me down there in order to do business.
Sammy is also hoping to partner with local retailers when the venture takes off.
You can't forget home. I'm a son of the soil, and the region have supported me throughout my career. So ideally, we would definitely want to partner with the retail stores here in the Caribbean, especially at the duty-free places, and it would be something of joy to see a local, person from St. Lucia, making it throughout the Caribbean. I think when Rihanna came out with her perfume, that was something really big for us in the Caribbean. I know Marlon some years have a perfume, but I'm not too sure how many from the Caribbean have launched it in that sort of way. So I'm looking to tap in that market, and hopefully it could be a successful one.
Under this new agreement, Ashgar Ali will create signature fragrances for men and women under the Darren Sammy trademark. He is expected to launch the new fragrances by the summer of 2021. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
A vehicular collision in the Pave community on Tuesday afternoon has prompted a call for motorists to slow down whilst traversing the community's narrow streets. One of the vehicles, which according to the eyewitness was speeding, was left suspended in a mangled state between the street and an off-road slope. Speaking to the Hot 7 TV crew off camera, the resident gave her account of what transpired moments before the two vehicles collided.
I was by the shop and I saw the car going up the road with a lot of speed. So I'm like, hey, where's Superman going? And by the time I look up coming to say, when it's not their vehicle, they always have a speed. I just see the car just knock the Jeep and I was it. Yeah, but the car had a lot of speed.
According to the witness, this practice needs to be stopped immediately.
They like the Pave Road is like a highway, like Millennium Highway. So they should not be speeding because they should know that they speed limits. You understand?
There were no serious injuries reported at the incident. In other news, last Saturday was a big success for the future of the environment. With a larger than expected turnout, over 975 pounds of plastic bottles were collected at First Unite Caribbean Replast Collection Point at the Aquatic Centre. More in this report. On Saturday, January 16th, 60 residents from Grosley and environs delivered 975 pounds of PET and HDPE plastic waste to the first Replast collection point.
We were very impressed with the level of support and the number of persons who came out. As a matter of fact, I think from 8:30 we had people lining up with many bags of bottles. So we are hoping that for subsequent Saturdays we would have more even numbers in terms of the crowd, but we are very pleased with the turnout so far this morning.
The St. Lucia Solid Waste Management Authority chairs the steering committee for the Replast OECS project. The authority's Deputy General Manager, Laureanus Les Flores, described the public response for the first day as impressive, which he says bodes well for the diversion of plastic waste from the landfill.
I am actually quite pleased to see the response here this morning. I made it my duty to come for the first day and see what is happening, and so far the process has been going very smoothly. So if you could prevent waste from ending up in the environment, particularly plastics ending up in the environment or even ending up in the landfill to fill it, then that's a benefit to the country and to St. Lucia. Not only an economic benefit, but also an environmental benefit.
The Grosley Constituency Council is the Replast OECS community partner responsible for the coordination of scheduled plastic collection for that region. Mayor of Grosley, James Edwin, says that because the region serves both residential and touristic purposes, the problem of plastic pollution in the island's north has both public health and economic implications for the constituency.
When we talk about the environment in Grosley, it's not only protecting the sea, the land, and this. It's also for us in Grosley protecting our livelihoods, because we in Grosley totally depend on the tourism industry, and as one of the largest constituencies, I know we generate quite a bit of plastic in Grosley. So we have a responsibility to manage and take care of this, to protect our livelihood.
The Republic of France, the main funding partner, continues to maintain a keen interest in the implementation of the project. Simon Delage, regional officer for the Caribbean region at the French Embassy, said, "Saturday's success is a toast to Unite Caribbean as the implementing agency and the residents of Grosley and environs for their commitment to participate in combating the issue of plastic pollution."
I would like to say that I'm very happy of this initiative today, and from what we saw, from the amount of plastic we saw, the amount of people who stop by today, that it's really a great success, and it's a great success for us, the French Embassy, obviously, but it's also a success for Unite Caribbean, for all the volunteers that took part of this initiative. So I'm really happy that actually the population of St. Lucia are a great part of this project.
The Gros Islet Replast Collection Point, RCP, is one of 3 in the northern region. The other 2 collection points for that region will be located at Moshi and Grand Riviere. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. When we come back, the latest weather report.